You said it was a good show, but you clearly you don't seem convinced that it was a serious attempt at bringing up the issue.
The way that it has been described, it really undermines whatever value that action might have generated. No, that's the problem with it. Also, I mean, the statement of the palace that it essentially has already done its job of raising the arbitration as promised by the president. I mean, that really runs counter to the whole idea of the arbitration being a basically part of the law, international law already, which is what they also say. If it really is indeed part of international law, then they should be raising it at every time it is relevant. So they cannot say that they will no longer raise it again.
But if we are to take the palace's word on this seriously, that this is the last time that they will bring it up, where do we head from here? I mean, what happens next to us as far as this claim is concerned?
Well, it would appear that the palace seems to be closing the door on discussions about the arbitration award. And so that, again, is perplexing because at the same time it says that it will not back away from it. No? And then it will go on to continue discussions with China on a number of activities like joint development, which will actually necessarily affect the award. No? So it's the way that the government is presenting it really is indeed rather puzzling, to say the least, no? And does not really generate a lot of confidence about the handling of this issue into the future.
But Attorney Batongbacal, si Ami Pamintuan of the Philippine Star, they're also saying that this is the President of the Philippines, and the fact that he finally raised it reinforces actually our claim. Even if he doesn't mention it again, it's there already, it's on the record that he actually said that this belongs to us, and he didn't change the position. Even if China said, well, we're not going to listen to you, we're not budging on a position. So that's why they actually called it a stalemate. But the fact that that was our president who mentioned it, they're saying it actually reinforced our claim.
Well, the whole thing will not rise and fall on the mere single event of one statement by the two presidents, which end in deadlock. The point is that from this time on, whatever benefits we derive from the arbitration legally really should be asserted whenever it's relevant to a particular issue or activity that arises between the two parties. So, for example, fishing in the West Philippine Sea, that incidents concerning fishing in the West Philippine Sea and right there to how we position ourselves with respect to any incident that concerns that would have to be drawn from the arbitration, and in that sense, you would have to necessarily raise it again, or some aspect of it. So that's why it seems like even the palace sees that action of raising the arbitration as some kind of ceremony or singular event, some documentation or some single act, and that addresses only one issue, which is whether or not there is a record of the president ever raising the arbitration at any point in time. And that's not how it should be, because this is a determination of our legal rights as well as China's own obligations to us. So every time that is placed in issue, the arbitration necessarily has to be raised.